I encourage you as a teacher to start speaking. Zdravo! Dobrodošli u naš novi video. Today we will talk about 3 most common questions Serbian people asked my students, and those are like their testimonials. The first one, the most common one, would be Zašto učiš srpski? Or in English, why do you learn Serbian? It is a classic. Basically like, what is the reason? Why would anyone learn Serbian at all? And not only that, my students would get this question, I as a teacher would get the same question, like why on earth would anyone start learning Serbian? And anyone can give like different reason. It is also important to me. I would ask my students when we have like our trial lesson, I would ask them this question because I would, in that context, tailor the plan to their needs, to their timeline. If the reason is family, then we will talk about traditions in Serbia so they can enjoy the culture more, things like that. If it is business, like we will tailor to the business-wise situations, things like that. So that's the idea. But let's see what could be the possible answers. And we will have them in Serbian. So, učim srpski zato što volim Srbiju. I learn Serbian because I love Serbia. Učim srpski zato što je moj muž Srbin. I learn Serbian because my husband is Serbian. Or in the other situation, učim srpski zato što je moja žena Srpkinja. I learn Serbian because my wife is Serbian. Or zato što mi je porodica u Srbiji, because my family is in Serbia. Or zato što živim u Srbiji, because I live in Serbia. So basically, the start would be, the beginning of the sentence would be učim srpski zato što, and then you can give your own reason. And you can have like zillion reasons for learning a language. So basically, it's the formula. And if you wanna sound more like native, instead of saying zato što, you can say jer. Učim srpski jer volim Srbiju. I learn Serbian because I love Serbia. Jer. Šta radiš u Srbiji would be the second question. What are you doing in Serbia? And now, if we want to talk about that, in the past couple of years, Serbia became really popular as a destination for living, and anyone can have different reason for that. As I said, the same thing for like loving Serbian and learning Serbian would be the reason for living here. Generally, like, what are you doing in Serbia? You can say, ja živim u Srbiji, I live in Serbia. Ja radim ovdje, I work here. So technically, like, if you're level A2, you should be able to give the answer to this question. The thing is that if you are living in Serbia for any reason, I think, that's my honest opinion, that you should start learning Serbian. Because, you know, a lot of people are speaking English here at like decent level. But if you want to merge into the society, if you want to understand the culture that you live in, I think that would be important. First time when I went to Spain, I didn't know word of Spanish. I knew Serbian because that's my native language. But like the idea is that it was difficult. I couldn't go to the store because no one wanted to speak English at all. I have to handle things at the university. I couldn't do that because I didn't know Spanish, things like that. Fast forward 6 months, I was able to make like a decent sentence in Spanish. I didn't have a tutor, but when I came back to Serbia, I decided that I should start learning Spanish because I fall in love with the country and the language. So whatever reason that you have for learning Serbian or living in Serbia, I think that you should consider learning Serbian, and for that we can help you, because like if you go to aboutserbian.com, you would be able to see how do we work. Then we have Šta znaš da kažeš na srpskom? Šta znaš da kažeš na srpskom? What do you know to say in Serbian? And basically there you can say anything from ja sam Jovana to zovem se Marko to talk about like I don't know philosophy in Serbian if your level is that high, so go and do whatever you want in Serbian. The thing is that if you do that, if you say something in Serbian people would be surprised in a nice way. They would encourage you to continue speaking. Don't hesitate to try speaking because it is important. It doesn't matter if you're using Google Translate. You would be able to learn some patterns and some words when you are speaking in Serbian. So go. It is of course like unpleasant, always going out of your comfort zone, but I encourage you as a teacher to start speaking however you want. It doesn't matter if you're speaking Tarzanic Serbian, just go and try, and in that way you would be able to find more and more opportunities and you will become better and better in speaking. I hope that this video helped you, to encourage you to start speaking, to consider Serbian lessons, to give some answers to Serbian people when they ask you anything. Good luck, srećno! I will ask you to follow about Serbian if you want, and vidimo se u sljedećem videu. Ćao!